right from wrong. Yeah, yeah. And the tears been falling for so long. But the more you try to work it out, it seems you're going around in circles. But your best is yet to come. Activating success. Activating success. Activating success. Activating success. Get on your feet.
Welcome to a new and exciting episode of Activating Success. Today is a new day. You are too loaded to fail. Get excited about your life. Don't go away, stay right there. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shaka Pim.
And I'm Mike Murdoch. Keep watching Activating Success with my wonderful, wonderful friend, Love Idoko.
This is Bishop Noel Jones, and I want you to continue watching Activate Success with Love Idoko.
Welcome back. Today I would like to encourage us about the situation we find ourselves today. Change in life is inevitable. Change could be the death of a loved one. Change could be the loss of your job. Change could also be a disappointment. So many people experience different levels of change in their daily lives. But how we handle the change is what matters. Even in the midst of pain and uncertainty, there is a way to experience unspeakable joy. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I believe it is possible to experience unspeakable joy. I'd like to share with us 2 keys that would help you experience unspeakable joy. 1, be a finisher. It is not enough to start in life. It is very important to finish what you have started. A great man once said that nobody will greet you well done for laying the foundation of your house. You will only be congratulated for the completion of that house. It is not enough to start. We must also finish what we have started. Your exit will be remembered longer than your entry. How you leave a place will be remembered longer than how you entered that place. So it is important for us to realize that it is not enough to start. It is much more important for us to finish what we have started. Nobody will celebrate you for starting something. You will only be celebrated for finishing what you have started. You are too loaded to fail. A lot of people do so many things and then they lose concentration. Now, nobody will remember you for starting something. You will only be remembered for what you have finished. I read a very interesting story. For me, that is the greatest inspirational story I've ever read. A man called John Stephen Akwari from Tanzania went to represent his country in the 1963 Olympic Games in Mexico. John Stephen Akwari of Tanzania never won any gold medal. As a matter of fact, he never won any medal. But John Stephen Akwari's story remains the most inspirational story that has to do with the never give up spirit. The race started about 3 p.m. Shortly after he began the race, John Stephen Akwari fell and damaged his knee. But John Stephen Akhwari never gave up. He continued the race. At 7 p.m., the winner had been announced. And then the spectators and the athletes were preparing to leave the stadium. And there they found John Stephen Akhwari still running and trying his best, even though he was in pain, pushing very hard to get to the finish line. And when John Stephen Akhwari got to the finish line, they went and walked up to him and said, "John, why did you bother to make it to the finish line?" And John Stephen said, "My country did not send me 11,000 kilometers to start this race. My country sent me 11,000 kilometers to finish this race." Wow, that is so inspiring. He came all the way to finish the race, not to start the race. Now, it is very important in life that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you've been through, no matter what situation you find yourself, it is very important to realize that it is not enough to start. We must finish what we have started, because you will only be remembered for what you finish. John Stephen Akhwari of Tanzania never won a gold medal, but John Stephen Akhwari of Tanzania remains the best example for a never give up spirit. In spite of everything he went through, he made it to the finish line. Today, John Stephen Akhwari is remembered even more than the man that won the gold medal for that race. What am I trying to say? Your exit will be remembered longer than your entry. Whatever you find yourself doing today, always remember that you must finish what you have started, because you'll only be celebrated for what you finish, not what you start. Don't go away, stay right there. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Remain so. The ignorant know. We teach those who don't know. But those who don't ask, no. I think God gives knowledge proportionate to your pursuit.
Start, it will seem like impossible. But as you proceed, the doors will continue to open.
Every man is a solution. You're a problem solver. Right? You are a solution to someone's prayer. You are a problem solver. You're a solution provider.
Success belongs to those who refuse to give up on those things that are very heavy.
You can become anything that you want to become. Nobody has any right to stop you, because your life does not depend on a third party.
And I will always love you, and I will always.
No matter how much the devil thinks he has defeated you,
Welcome back. The second key is always realize you will always have an enemy. Yesterday, I was watching my mentor and my spiritual father, Dr. Mike Murdoch, speak on Periscope, and he was talking about enemies. Always remember that you would always have an enemy. An enemy is someone who weakens your influence in your absence, and I'll take that again because that is very strong. An enemy is someone who always weakens your influence in your absence. An enemy is someone who dwells more on your past than your future. An enemy is someone who is a friend of your enemy. An enemy is someone who kills your ability to be productive. An enemy is someone who magnifies your weakness more than your strength. You will always have an enemy. Don't bother about having enemies. You don't need everybody to like you. Wherever you find yourself, whatever you do, someone will always hate you. Wherever you find yourself, whatever you do, someone will always love you. So don't get bothered about that. You will always have an enemy. But what matters is your decision to be productive in life. I'll tell you something. No matter what people think about you, no matter what anybody says about you, when you succeed, the same people that laughed at you will laugh with you. When you succeed, the same people that said negative things around you will come back to celebrate with you and identify with you. So success is what disarms your enemy. Success is what shuts your enemies up. If you want to find a solution to having an enemy, make sure you succeed in life. When you succeed, the same people that laughed at you will come to celebrate with you. The only revenge you ever give your enemy is your decision to succeed in life. Success has many friends. Haven't you realized that when you succeed, even people that you haven't heard from in a very long while, they begin to call you. Everybody wants to identify with you. Everybody begins to trace how they know you. Yes, we were classmates in primary school, we were classmates in secondary school. Yes, we used to be neighbors and all that and all that. So the only way you can pay back an enemy is to succeed in whatever you're doing. Success shuts the mouth of liars. Dr. Mike Murdoch said something very hard that hit me. He said, never spend more time on a critic than a friend. No matter what anybody says about you or thinks about you, spend more time on your friend than you will spend on a critic. As a matter of fact, when you try to explain yourself, when you try to explain to people, you end up saying things that they don't even know about you. You don't need to sit down and explain yourself to people all the time. What you should do is to spend more time in working very hard, make a decision to succeed in what you're doing. Life is serious business. No matter how long you live, life is short. And so, we must develop a sense of urgency for our lives. Develop a sense of urgency for your life. I'm so excited today because I believe that everybody watching me right now is loaded with potentials for greatness. You have what it takes to be celebrated. You have what it takes to be that woman or that man you want to be. Don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let anybody talk you down. Don't let anybody kill your joy. Don't let anybody depress you. It is possible to be celebrated. It is possible to be who you want to be. Thank God for public opinion. Thank God for, talk is cheap. Talk is as cheap as table salt. Nobody pays to talk. Nobody pays to say anything. And so anybody can say anything about you. What matters is what you're doing with your life and what you have decided to become. And so stop saying people think this, people say this, people say that. What matters is your own decision and your commitment to doing something positive with your life. Make up your mind today to be a success. Make up your mind today to celebrate yourself. Make up your mind today to ignore what people have to say about you. Make up your mind today to finish whatever you have started. You have only one life to live. What will you be remembered for? What will be said about you? So remember, you have only one life to live. You must give it your best shot. A great man once said that if you take life too casually, you end up a casualty. We must get up now and maximize our potentials. It is possible to have unspeakable joy in the midst of whatever situation you find yourself. Yes, everybody is complaining. Things are not working. The country is in recession. But your story is different because you have a God that is on your side. It is possible to have unspeakable joy. It is possible to be celebrated. It is possible to live a productive life. It is possible to be who you want to be in life. Just wake up every day, give your day an assignment, be positive about life, get excited about your life. Don't let anybody depress you. Just be happy, be excited, and I believe that your world will celebrate you. Join us, same station, same time next week. Thank you.